Many people who have suggested that you question the validity and truth of statutes and legislation when they claim to be law. Where do these things come from? Where do legislation and statutes and acts come from? Because when we really know what law is, the true definition of law, the true law of mankind, the true law of creation, the true law of reality, it's basically just the difference between good and bad. Is it not? That's really what it is. Really, as I've often said, there's only actually one law, and that is do no harm. Regardless of what you do, as long as it doesn't interfere with other people or cause harm to other people or cause harm to the earth or harm to someone or something by your actions, then you have broken no law. All the rest of it is legislation. It's simply statutes and acts and rules that people make up. They have these ideas, they write them down on little pieces of paper, and they hit it with a rubber stamp, and then they say, you've got to do that because you put me in a position where I am the one in charge of looking after the infrastructure of this society, and so now you have to do exactly what I say because I'm putting rules in place which are going to preserve and expand and make this infrastructure better for all the people. Well, that's the way it's supposed to be. Really, when you look at it, that's what we have. We employ a government to manage our infrastructure for us, and we expect them to improve and expand upon and make this infrastructure more beneficial for society. But what they do is they enact rules instead, and they use these rules to corral and control society into a more and more confined and boxed group, and then they steal the resources of the country and exploit the people of the country and sell all the wealth off to foreign interests. That's basically what's going on here in Australia. That's what's going on in every country. That's what we have here in what we call civilization. We have a group of disempowered and corralled people and another very small group who these first group elect into positions of management who are actually working very hard to steal the wealth of everybody else. And you see, that is the purpose of government, folks. The purpose of government is to steal the wealth of any given nation and to appease the people and make them think that it's okay for the world to be this way and that it's all being done in their best interests. That is the sole purpose of government. This is why government is run by politicians rather than people with good managerial skills. They have to employ people who've got slick tongues, who can convince the slaves to enjoy their servitude and convince them that it is all very necessary for them to suffer because it will ultimately bring about their well-being.